Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga has nominated Caroline Ojiro Karogo, a technocrat, as his deputy. You've been waiting for this one for a while. So what's the next step? Because this is the first time we're seeing this. In Nairobi, we are yet to get to that point. Governor Mike Sonko is yet to actually come up with one name to present to the county assembly. But now, because I'm sure now it moves to your house, the county assembly, what's next?
Indeed, first I'd like to congratulate the governor of Nyeri, Mutahi Kahiga, based on the fact that he has taken, of course, that bold move and to nominate a young lady, so to say. I think Caroline Karogo is in her early 40s, and so I think that's a step in the right direction. As to whether Caroline is really fit for that job is something that is, of course, to be dealt with in the assembly. And you will recall that this is the first time we are having this kind of an appointment, and so really this is a first one in Kenyan history, especially under the new constitution. And of course it is going to shape and redefine how we have these devolved units in our country. And so we are the first county now, of course, to start this process. And we have been waiting for some time now for the law that was actually to be enacted by the Senate. But just before that law has actually been put into place, the Supreme Court actually gave some kind of guidance on how this kind of an appointment should be done. And remember, this was done based on an advisory that had been requested by the Speaker of Embu County back in 2015, I think, when Dorothy Nditi had taken over as governor when the governor had been impeached. And so we are now using this advisory from the Supreme Court now to bring about this issue of the deputy governor. Now, after receiving the name from the governor, of which was supposed to be received within 14 days from the date that the position falls vacant, but now, this advisory has come long after the position had fallen vacant. Now, we are supposed to take at most 6 days. We are supposed to expedite this within 60 days and have the approval of the deputy governor dealt with in the assembly, and then, of course, taken back to the governor for now the appointment and, of course, the swearing in. Now, in our case, we will do this vetting after 7 days, or on the 7th day. That will be on Friday next week. That should
by Friday you should be done.
By Friday, we'll actually do the vetting.
Okay.
But then we will not present the name, to the governor until 2nd. Because of next month. That's when we will now do the vetting, rather the debate in the assembly. That's when we will subject the name now to the members of the county assembly. They will debate, and then, of course, they will approve if they are convinced, and if she goes through the vetting on Friday, and the governor then will have an opportunity then to appoint her formally and to also swear her in as his deputy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Caroline Wanjiro Karogo will not become deputy governor up until at least next month.
Yeah, until next month. That is May. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Nyeri County Assembly getting to make history as the first county to actually go through that process of vetting a nominee for deputy governor's position.